Good evening, everybody. I'm not used to saying evening, so this is different for me. If you're here, let me know. So I'm gonna make sure that I've got everything connected. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so if you're here, hop on. Let's see, I don't have my good connection again. See if that turns back to blue. So anyway, this is Pat Mayer from Akron, Ohio, and I typically am live on Mondays at 3:30. And this week, I didn't pre-record like I did a couple of weeks ago, but I knew that earlier in the day I just could not be ready at 3:30. Well, I could have been ready at 3:30. Let's put it that way. I could have been ready, but kind of on the final day of getting new flooring put in my house, and it's been noisy and dusty. And so, excuse me, today was the final day of getting all of the actual vinyl planks laid down, and then tomorrow we'll finish up with all the edging and getting the furniture back and getting my life somewhat back in order. So I've kind of been camping out at my house for the past week. Started a week ago tomorrow. And I'm very happy with what I have so far. So let's get going. We're 2 minutes in, and I've got something quick and simple to show you today. That is, let's see, let's turn down to my desktop, is an introduction to the new in colors that will be coming your way in just a couple of weeks. May 3rd, we'll be able to show the inside of the catalog. Here is the cover of the catalog, and I love the inside, but I can't show it to you yet. Actually, I recreated this card on the front here, and so I know you're going to love everything else that's inside. So about the in colors, if you're new to Stampin' Up, we get 5 new colors every year that last for 2 years. So this year we're rolling off the colors that were from 2020, I think that's right, to 22. And we have colors then that will go away next year, and they were 21 to 22. I don't know. You'll have to forgive me for being a little asleep at the switch here. So the 5 new in colors are Parakeet Party, and I see that I'm just a little fuzzy here, so I apologize for that connection. I'm not sure what is wrong. Actually, there's no way I can even get to my internet connection upstairs, so let's hope everything stays. But anyway, we've got Parakeet Party, and you might want to know how that compares to Granny Apple Green. And this one looks a lot like Lemon Lime Twist that we had a couple of years ago, and it went away, so this is close. But all of these colors are very nice and crisp and fresh. So that's how those two look together. So I brought some comparisons here. The next one is, hi Sue, welcome. Thank you. Nicole, welcome. The next one is Tahitian Tide. And if you've been around, you might remember that this looks a lot like Tempting Turquoise. And it's the closest turquoise that we have now, but this is how it compares to like Bermuda Bay. Okay, so they are totally different, and I don't think there's anything even closer to that. And then we have Sweet Sorbet, and it's another red in our collection. Here's Real Red, And then here's Poppy Parade. So you can see how those match or don't match, as the case might be. So Sweet Sorbet is new, and it's just a nice, crisp, clean, pretty red. And then our real red, which is our kind of Christmas red. And then Poppy Parade, which I really like too. But I think I'm probably going to like Sweet Sorbet, oops, better than, I'm just throwing everything around here, better than the Poppy Parade. So we'll see how that goes. Let's keep what I'm actually going to use on top here. And then we have Orchid Oasis, and it is a true orchid color. We have Gorgeous Grape. We also have Highland Heather. But this is a good orchid color. I really, really like it. And then last, welcome Carol. Thank you for joining. Last we have Starry Sky. It's a very deep blue, and here's how it compares to Night of Navy, which is also a deep blue. This reminds me more of Brilliant Blue that we had several years ago that went away in one of our color refreshes. Night of Navy we've had for a very long time. So these are colors that are going to stay around for 2 years. So let's get rid of, so I don't open up anything wrong, let's get rid of this current colors that are comparison. And let's see, let's get the Sweet Sorbet back in there. Okay, thank you for taking time out of your evening. I know this is probably time you want to sit and relax and be in front of the TV, but I'm glad you're in front of your computer to be able to watch. So here are the colors in the cardstock. Oh, I hate this fuzziness. Darn it. It says my network latency, whatever that is not very good. So, there we go. Welcome, Fran. Thank you. So these are the colors, and let's get started on the card that I'm going to make. Let's see. You like this time better, Nicole? Hi, Nancy. Oh, we're getting some people. Welcome. So I'm going to use all of the colors in one card. And I was searching for something today, and I came up with some inspiration from where else but Pinterest. And this is the card that I'm going to make. Let's see if this will zoom out a little bit, zoom in. Okay, so here we have all of the colors, starting with the Parakeet, if you can see this down here. Parakeet, Tahitian Tide, I've got to learn all these, Sweet Sorbet, Orchid, Oasis, and Starry Sky. When I say orchid, I want to think of Orchid Opulence, which was a color that we had a very long time ago. Oh yes, I know, working the day job, that's tough, Nicole. So, but I'm always on replay. I know that's no fun rather than being live. And LJ, you said, oh, you watched a couple of old episodes. Good, you're getting a bonus today. So here we go. Putting some strips down. I have a piece of basic white thick cardstock that's a regular 5.5 by 8.5, and that's scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of just regular basic white that is, I forgot already the measurement, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's just an eighth of an inch different that will go on here. I just didn't want to put the strips on the card base, so they're going to go on here. And then I have a strip of each one of these, and these are 3/4 of an inch wide. So I don't want this to slip, so I'm going to put a little bit of our seal adhesive down here on my little grid paper. And, okay, unstick it a little bit because I don't want to tear the paper. There we go. Just take some sticky off of that and put that here. And the grid sheet really helps to determine exactly where I want to lay these down, since they're 3/4 of an inch. And I do want to start with the way I have the colors laid out, because I think they look better arranged that way. So I've got the parakeet first, and I'm starting at the bottom. And okay, so let's put some adhesive on there. And since these are just a little bit longer, I will trim them off. Let's see, about 1/4 of an inch. And this little grid sheet from the Stamparatus is perfect. So we've got that. I can line it up. Now we've got the Tahitian Tide. Make sure my measurements come out right. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter weekend. And it was cold here. And today it was even colder. And we're going to have 80 by Saturday. So I know if you live in Ohio, you just better expect to get things going a little bit crazy. Okay, Orchid Oasis. So hopefully this is the last. Nancy, you've got some major snow coming your way, don't you? Okay, this is, okay, I know what I did wrong. Maybe I can lift those up. Actually, when I made my little sample, I did the bottom and the top first and then filled in a little bit better. So let's see if I can pull these up. And put a little bit more here. All right, well, okay, I'm going to cover most of it up anyway, so it's not going to be quite right. Okay, that's going to have to work. 6 inches of snow in the middle of April. Good grief. Okay, I think what happened on my original one, I did have more room at the top. So, at any rate, it's paper, it's okay. So now let me turn that over because I don't want to stick on that again, and trim off these little edges from the back. I just know that you're going to love the new ink colors. We've got paper, ink, designer paper. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right. It's a little wonky in the middle, but I'm going to cover it up. All right. So I'm going to use a current stamp set that is also carrying over into the new catalog, and that is Color and Contour. So I can use all of the colors, got all the colors on the back, and I'm going to use the turquoise and the Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky here on the front. So this is a stamp set I'm going to use. And okay, so what did I say? Starry Sky. And then we'll add some leaves with the Parakeet Party. Okay, so that's really, really dark. But let's make sure we wash these and make sure they're nice and clean before we go on. Okay. And next, Orchid Oasis. This is a good way for me to learn these new colors by saying the names over and over and over. And they dry a little bit lighter too, so that you can see right now those look an awful lot alike, but it'll dry a little bit lighter so you get more of that orchid color. And last is the Tahitian Tide. I love these two colors together, the Tahitian Tide and Sweet Sorbet. I think they look so pretty together. They are very vibrant. And the way the new in colors are chosen is the Pantone colors. If you've ever looked at those, these are the ones that are in the marketplace, in fashion, home decor, and it's amazing when we get our colors and you start to see things in the stores, like Target, you know, some of the places that are just on trend. It's all trendy. All right, let's get the Parakeet Party going here. Let's have a party. And I love this stamp set because you don't have to worry about really lining anything up. We know where those leaves are going to go, and they just kind of work. And let's see, let's put one over here. It'll go off the edge a little bit. Okay, so everything's clean. Now let's add a sentiment down here, and see, this is a little bit different placement than my sample. So I got thank you for everything. So let's put that down here. And that's with Memento. And then there is a little splatter stamp in this set. And I'm going to add just some splatters around the edge. Fill in a little bit of the white space. Just give it some dimension. Okay. All right. Now this is going to go on a piece of basic black. And I don't know if I gave you the dimensions on this or not. The black is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And then this piece is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, I'm still getting a little yellow light up there, which says I don't have a very good connection. So there's that. Let's get this ready to go on the card base. Okay, I have to tell you that this young boy, man, whatever, he's only 27 years old, who's been doing the installation of the flooring in my house is amazing. When I first contracted to have this done, I thought I was going to have several people, like a team of people. Okay, we need some more glue under there. And he showed up last Tuesday morning all by himself, and I said, "Where's your team? Where's the rest? Where are the rest of the people?" He said, "It's just me. My partner is out." So he didn't elaborate on that, but I was a little concerned. And so long story short, here we are with all the carpet out and being in an older house with squeaky floors and uneven floors, I might say. He needed to then do subflooring, which wasn't part of the plan or originally part of my budget, but had to be done. And here we are, only 2 days longer than the original plan was for 4 days. And so he will finish up tomorrow. And I couldn't be more happy. The furniture will go back where it's supposed to go. And I will go back where I'm supposed to go. All right, there we have that one. I need to add a couple little embellishments. Here's my original. And let's get some, let's see here. These are Glossy Dots assortments. These are the new 2023 colors, and there are 4 different colors here. And they will I'm just going to put those here. Here I use the black matte black dots, or classic matte dots. Okay, say that 3 times fast. Yes, I will share photos when everything gets back together. All right, let's try these and see how these work. Actually, I couldn't find these earlier. I'd tucked them away someplace. So here we've got a pretty one that will go in the center. Ooh, if I can get that off of there with my take a pic tool. Put that in the center of that. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Let's see, I think I'll put a yellow one in the blue, Starry Sky, and this purple in the Orchid Oasis. What do you think about that? Those are nice. So here again, this one has the black. And this one has the new colors. And all that's left are some little butterflies. And these butterflies are also going to carry over into the new catalog. The brushed brass butterflies. So we used 2 large ones here. Let's put one down here. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. So I will be drawing a comment winner for next week. I didn't do the one for last week yet, so I'll have to do 2 of those. And Fran, yours is still coming in the mail. So I will get caught up once all of my messiness is over and everything, and I can relax a little bit. So there we go on that. And then I have one more sample to show you. I just love these. I'm so happy we've got those. But look at this card. Okay, I'm showing it, but it's not showing up on my screen yet. Oh, there we go. Let's zoom out. This is a little single stamp. It's not a set. That is in the current mini catalog. This will go through June, and it's called Every Chapter. I enjoy every chapter of our friendship. And I used all of the in color blends to color these. So all of those are there. And then this paper is from a new 6x6 from the mini. Not from the mini, excuse me, from the annual catalog that goes with the tea set. We have a new tea set, and that's where this gave me that idea to use that too. So I really like that card. And golly, I love this one too. Maybe somebody will be getting one of these too, because I really enjoyed coloring that. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them. I would be thrilled if you are watching me on YouTube, if you will subscribe and click like, and I would love it if you would share as well. So I thank you all for being here on a Monday night at 8:30, or excuse me, it's now 8:30, at 8 o'clock. I guess I seem just a little bit wacko today. Thank you, Sue, because I've probably not been sleeping as well as I normally do. So it's just one of those things. Will be glad when it's done, but I'm so glad that I took the leap and finally got rid of my ugly carpet and now have something new. And besides that, everything's clean. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how clean things are. Like when you move a refrigerator that hasn't been moved for a few years. Ooh, that wasn't pretty. So that's all scrubbed. So I have had a lot of fun, and I thank you all for being here, and I'll see you again next Monday. Hopefully we'll be back on track, and maybe I'll do another one in the evening for you, Nicole.